I built a mental and well-being van this year, inspired by the wildfires in Los Angeles in 2025. And these are the 7 lessons that I learned from it. I was in Wisconsin at the time. My mom was having heart surgery, and I was sitting in the waiting room watching TV, watching LA burn down. And I just said, I'm going to build a van now to help them because all of us go through hard things. The first lesson is I built this with my heart first. Usually I am mind first. This was not that. This was, I need a van. And I don't know how to build a van, but there's YouTube for that. There's Home Depot for that. I'm sure I can figure this out. And it was a heart first. This must be done. I need to do it now. Motion forward. And that's all it was. And from there, now I have a van sitting in the parking lot that actually works to help people and drop their stress levels. Sometimes, what if we listen to our heart first and we just trust that all the pieces are going to work out for us? We don't know how exactly, but if our heart's really, really into something, I'm like, I can't see how we wouldn't work out, and a lot of times in my life, I have had the phrase, like, why bother? Like, go through all that, like, why bother? And now I have this mentality where it's like, why not? Why not try it? We only get so long on the planet. And it's like, why don't we make use of all of our gifts and all of the things that we see and think differently about things and try it, go for it because your heart says so. So that's number 1. Number 2 is community comes when you call for them. When I coach my clients, I'm like, if you're in trouble, sometimes you got to ring the village bell and you got to ask for people's help. So I did that. I had a call out. I shared it, my mission on my Facebook with my family and friends, and people started donating to the project. And I had neighbors come out from their homes around me. I didn't know them, but they were all like, what are you doing? And I told them, and they wanted to be somehow part of it. And you can't anticipate that necessarily. You can't even rely on it. But when you make that call out and you're like, hey, I'm building something a bit bigger than myself and I could really use a hand, people love it. And they love to be part of something that is full of heart and mission filled. So community comes when you need. Number 3 is don't be precious. I tore down, scrapped, made mistakes. Sometimes things still fall off the ceilings when I'm driving around. It's just how it is. And so while I used to feel like everything had to be in alignment, like I was a designer, I would nitpick every little thing and I wanted it to be perfect. But that also just slows down momentum sometimes. Yes, make it high quality. Yes, put your heart into it, but don't be precious with it. You can rip it down. You can change it. You can redesign it. You can do anything you want. This is yours. This is your life. This is your project, your whatever. Don't be precious with it. If it has heart in it, it's going to do great. Number 4 is imperfections are in everything. I smashed the side door trying to parallel park it. There was like a railing. It was dark. My parking lot was totally full. I had nowhere to park. And I went and I was like trying to slide in and I heard this grinding sound on the side. And I was like, that doesn't sound good. I wonder if I'm hitting something. I did. And there's like a dent in the side door. But you know what? I looked at it and I was like, most of it's pretty awesome. So there's a dent in the door now that I can cover with a decal. But listen, there's imperfections in us too, but mostly we're pretty awesome. So it's fine. Leave the imperfections sometimes. Number 5, all I had to do was show up. In November, I was introduced to the Palisades in Malibu Chamber of Commerce. And he sent me a text that same day and he said, I wish I knew of you sooner. We're having a recovery expo tomorrow. And I said, well, I can be there. So I took the van and I went there and all I had to do was show up. We were in downtown Palisade and I just had the van there. I didn't even put people through the experience and they were like, thank you. We all need this. You made this for us. I love you. Do you do speaking? Do you do facilitating? I think I could use your van. Let's connect. This is great. And I'm like, awesome. But they didn't even, in my opinion, they didn't even get the good part yet. They just saw the outside. And they came and gave me a hug. When you put your heart into something, people are going to feel that, which leads me to the next one, which is number 6. It's magnetic. When you put your heart into something, it's magnetic, like people can feel it. I already built the thing. I spent all this time. They had no idea, but it's magnetic because they felt that from me. They knew I didn't whip out this van in like a week for this event. And I met this wonderful woman named Jamie. And she came up to the van at the very end. I think her first words to me were, I love you. And I was like, I love you too. And she lost her home and she had other things going on too. It wasn't just that. And I said, little did she know, there was a girl in Wisconsin who saw and felt that pain, who was already deciding to build a van to meet her 10 months later with it. So sometimes we got to trust that things are working for us when we don't see them. And when we're on our worst of our worst, there are things that are surrounding us, maybe that we haven't met yet, but it'll show up at the right time. And we got to trust that. Number 7 is maybe I needed what I built. I built this for people that are struggling really hard, maybe all of them stacking up at one time. But as I reflect on it now and look back at 2025, I'm like, I think I built this van for me because I had a lot of things stack up in a short amount of time too. And so using my 5 senses, like Ayurveda teaches, I could see it, I could smell it, I could touch it, I could move it, I could use my strength. I broke my back, all these different things that happened to me during that journey of building this beautiful thing. And I wasn't allowed to touch it in a bad mood. So the van has no bad energy in it. It's like a hug because I built it that way and I told it that way and I saged it that way. And I did everything that I could to be like, this van is full of love and nothing less. And I think that was a lesson for me to help pull myself out of difficult things because I had a van to build, but I couldn't build it in a bad mood. That's against the rules. You fill it with music, you fill it with love. And through that process of building something, I healed myself too. So we are all one, truly, all connected. So those are my 7 lessons from building the van this year. It is called The Blooming Space, and I will leave a link so that you can check it out. If you're in the Los Angeles area and you want to learn more about what I can do and how I can help, just ping me. My info is somewhere around this video. Thank you for listening. I hope you reflect on your 2025 to see what you've actually built, because sometimes a whole year can go by and we don't really realize all that we've done. And if you built some epic things, you got to celebrate that. And if you didn't, maybe 2026, you're going to do things that are a little bit more heart driven. And that's what I encourage for you as we keep bringing Ayurveda to life.